who's topped the 1,300-yard mark receiving on the year. It's the Texans and the Browns. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready. Ready. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you can...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Texans are 12-2 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's Ritter. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 6 catches, 53 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings in third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on third down. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. No score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Here comes third and about a foot. And this is going to be incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stroud looking to throw.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Stroud will run the option left.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
C.J. Stroud
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Fairweather good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw here into the hands of Moore. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now Chubb running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 14. Here's Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Carmen?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
needed a play this year. He's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Two short plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to hold it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans are going the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Cohen.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Taking a shot for downhill, and that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking it up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try to field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Stroud backed up near his goal line.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down. My goodness, incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And now, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal.
Ritter.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Cedric Tillman
From 4 yards out.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Ritter will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Stroud to throw it. That is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game. and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And that is taken in by Njoku. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb,
his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I think we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Houston's offense taking over again. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Here's a diving catch right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends. His time has run out on this third quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Stroud out of the gun here. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down back at the 24.
Throwing now is Stroud.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Jonathan Bernard able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Cohen. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
So Stroud and the Texans down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stroud to throw it. Finding Schultz. He's across midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Stroud.
He'll buy some time right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Ritter. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one. Each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
This is 1st and 10. Ritter wants to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Ritter.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Finding Hunt. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire. This is going to be 4th down. Ritter.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they had to take the shot there.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bet.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
A final shot now for Ritter.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
What a performance.